I'm Paul Tommy with Remax Executive Group. I'm a licensed realtor in both Georgia and Alabama. I'm standing in my basement today with Scott Douthit from County Line Heating and Air. I bought this house in 1985 with my young bride. We've raised 3 children here. It was my dream one day to finish this basement. And so I've been waiting 30 years for this project, and you don't know how excited I am. My wife's parents, who I love dearly, are getting ready to move into this basement in the next 60 days, and Scott is committed to help do a first-class project on time as promised. So I want him to tell you a little bit about the scope of this project. Today is kind of a before. We've already had it framed and wired and plumbed, and the next step is HVAC. So Scott, tell us about what you're getting ready to do for my family.
Okay, what we're going to do here on this project for Tommy is we're going to put an air handler in the mechanical room. We're going to put a Carrier 14-seer variable speed energy efficient air conditioner. We're going to use a heat pump with 10 kW. We're going to come up through into the rafters. We're going to put a trace that comes across the top here to run ductwork on the other side. And then what we're going to do is we're going to run through these joists and run R8 all the way down till we get to the other rooms, and we're going to branch off into a bull or a Y, so we can get all our air conditioning in all the different locations in the rooms. Also, what we're going to do is we're going to have a variable speed air handler, which will help with the moisture in the residence. I'm also going to come down a little bit on the tonnage. We were going to start as a 3-ton. We're going to come down to a 2.5-ton. That way, when the motor ramps down, we can still pull a lot more moisture out of the basement, because we all know in basements, moisture is part of one of the key things that we need to get out of the basement. We don't want to have any kind of mold problems or any kind of mildew problems or odor problems, at that matter. So what we do is we just bring the tonnage down, unit will run a little bit longer. Basement's always cool, so we're not going to have a problem there. And then the heating part of it, we won't have a problem there, so we use some 10 kW. What that 10 kW is it runs as your secondary heat. Heat pumps run on reverse cycles of an air conditioner. So what we can do is that when it goes into reverse cycle, that heat pump heat shuts off, and that emergency heat comes on, which is also called auxiliary heat. When that comes on, then we can heat and cool the house to the specs or the desired temperature that the residents would like. In this case, one of his family members.
Yeah, the main things in this project I look forward to was I want this project to be user-friendly and safe for my in-laws. They're in their 80s. I want it to be cost-effective, and I've put a lot of thought with vendors like Scott and my other contractors about laid this out properly. Because 5 or 10 years from now, when I possibly sell the house, I want somebody to say, boy, they laid this out really, really professionally, and we really thought about the creature comforts. But Scott, I really appreciate you and your company and what you've done for me and my business, for my customers. I'm looking forward to what you can do for me and my family in this project. And we're also going to have another video to close this out after we finish the project, and we can talk about the success of the project here in a couple weeks.
Right, sounds good. I appreciate it.
Thank you so
for your
much.
time.
How can you get on your website, Scott?
You can get on my website by going to Air Conditioning Repair, ColumbusGeorgia.com.
Or what's your phone number?
Or my phone number is 706-322-5343. Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thank you. You too, sir.